Okay, girls, am I the only one who loves to go to garage sales and thrift stores and find unusual things to use as decor in my home? Well, I found a really cool thing the other day that I want to share with you guys. So it is a primitive candle holder. I'm trying to get it where you guys can see it good. Anyway, I have loved these for years and not ever really been able to run across one. And yes, I know I can go online to a retail shop, but I'm not the girl for that. I don't like paying retail prices for things like this. So I was super excited when I found this the other day at my friend's garage sale, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. So I thought I would hop on, do a quick video, and give you guys an idea too. So if you happen across one of these at a yard sale or a thrift store, you might want to duplicate my idea. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just taking a taper candle in a color that I like using in my home, which is just kind of a burgundy color. And then I tore a piece of just creamy fabric. Honestly, girls, it's flannel, but you can use whatever you want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap my candle in this flannel, and then we'll distress it a little bit before I put it in my new candle holder. Okay, so let's get started here. All right, so what I did is, because the candle holder is a little bit bigger around than what my candle is, and I didn't want my candle just in there kind of flopping around, if you will, I just tore off enough fabric to wrap around my candle a couple of times to kind of give it some stability while it's in my candle holder, okay? All right, so here we go. And just so you girls know, you may have already noticed, I very rarely cut my fabric when I'm making items either to sell or for my home. I like the look, and I'm gonna hold this up so you can see, I like the torn edge look. So I just make a cut with my scissors in the two places that I need to make the width that I'm going for, and then I just tear it. And that way you get that torn frayed edge look, which is what I prefer. So you can do either way. You can tear like I do, or you can cut if that bugs you. All right, so very quickly, we just got that wrapped around, and then what I'm gonna do, and I've seen in some of the like country sampler type magazines, I've seen gals that take and wrap wire around the fabric, and that's really cute too. But I thought wire in my wire holder was just a little too much wire. So I'm using actual cotton string instead of jute rope, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is just take and wrap, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of a tail sticking out, okay? Can you all see that? I'm gonna leave a tail sticking out, and then I'm just gonna wrap, and I'm gonna kind of make sure I get up here around the top of my fabric and my candle, and then I'm just gonna start wrapping. Let's see, let me get that out a little bit. And I don't want mine to look perfect, so I'm wrapping at an angle and wrapping, as you guys can see. Let me do this where you can see. Do you see what I've done? I've made almost like X's and kind of slanted and crisscrossed, and that is the look that I want. Then I'm just gonna trim that, and I'm gonna tie off my string, okay? And give that a tie. And I don't want my tails super long, so I'm gonna cut some of that off. And then it's super cute, just like this, especially if you're using a fabric that maybe has print on it. You could stop right there, but I actually like a distressed, kind of more primitive look on my fabric. So what I've done, and I'm gonna show you guys, I know it's gonna be backwards probably for you, but I'm doing the acid-free ink pad. It's from Stampabilities. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and when it's not on sale, it's $2.29, but I think they run this on sale. Anyway, I got it in the color brown. So I'm gonna use it, and then I just got one of the little spouncer type little brushes. You can also get these at Hobby Lobby, and they're in the same aisle that this ink pad is on, okay? So I'm just gonna get a small amount on here, and then I'm gonna gently rub. Okay, and I'll hold it up in a minute where you girls can see it better. And I'm just gonna rub this on. I'm gonna get on my strings, making sure I get the tails of my string as well. And okay, and I'm just gonna go all over it to give it that time-worn look, which is my favorite. And what you can do when you're doing a project like this is kind of put the ink stain, make it a little heavier in certain places and leave it lighter in others, so it truly looks like it's just kind of worn that way over the years. If you go too heavy and do it all over, then it just, it doesn't look as authentic, I don't think. So that's my trick I like to do. I'm gonna stand it up and so I can get my very ends, those little frayed ends especially, of my fabric, okay? All right, got that done. All right, I'm gonna hold it up where you girls can see. See how it just took it to more vintage, old look. Now, I wanted to also tell you, I really do like the Stampabilities, but Tim Holtz also does a distressed ink that is really good as well. And I love using it. This is walnut. It's a little bit darker than the brown in the Stampabilities. And I thought maybe I might have to add a little bit of this, but honestly, I'm not going to, because I absolutely love how this turned out. So now I'm simply going to plop it into my little candle holder, and looky there, how cute is that? So I just noticed something too. I'm gonna take the little bit darker color, and up here at the top of my candle where the wax has fallen off of my candle up near the wick, it's pretty white and I don't like that. So simple fix, just take, and I'm gonna use the darker for that to make sure it darkens up. And while I'm at it, I might just kind of hit my candle a little bit with that stain too, and it kind of darkens it just a little. But anyway, there you go. So I paid $1 for this cute little candle holder, and now because of the way that it attaches, you can hang it on a cabinet door, like on a hutch, it would be real cute, or hang it off of the side of a hutch or a shelf. You could even stick it on the side if you've got a tall basket. This would look really cute stuck in the basket, hanging down the side of it, or if you've got a large crock, you could stick this on the side of your stoneware crock just to add a little bit of an extra touch. Anyway, so there's my $1 transformation for my little wire candle holder. Hope you guys enjoyed this idea, and I'll be on in the next few days with more ideas for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.